back at it again with another video, a live video to be exact. Yeah, I know it's been a while since I've done like a live video and stuff, but we're back to doing it. Let me check to see exactly the last time I did a live video. I got my computer set up too, so that way um I can check on how my live is showing through a computer screen to make sure that my live is running smoothly and going accordingly and swimmingly as I hope it will. So yeah, let's see. When's the last time I did a live video? It's been a while, I know that. So it's like, you know, the last time I did a live video was um a month ago, and that was like around um the time when I was doing a live stream because I was doing uh doing a live stream where I filmed myself watching the Yankees game, but unfortunately the Yankees lost that night terribly in the worst way possible from what I remember, and I just like rage quit and stuff, and I like, ended the live really while I still had a chance before I got angry and I got competitive and stuff on camera. But that's in the past. We're now into um um July 26, 2025. And today's today what it is. So yeah, that's why I decided to do a live video, because it's been so long, and I know you guys have probably, all my subscribers and viewers have been waiting with anticipation, wondering, oh, when's he gonna do another live? Well, we're doing it. Currently there is no viewers right now, but I'm pretty sure that will change soon, because I feel like every time I do a live video, it's like, it starts out with nobody watching, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, poof, a bunch of viewers come in and stuff. But it's looking like that's not happening currently. Like, it's actually, this is the first time, because usually I be like the type of person where it's like, I like, not even a minute passes by and I only got, oh, well, it looks like we are getting some viewers right now, some five viewers already. Wow. Welcome to the live, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great summer day. It's like 7 o'clock at night now, but you know what I mean. So welcome to those who are just joining in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up? Hello, Kendall. Hi. How are you? Hello, Jonathan. What's up? Hello, Tyler. Effridge. How you doing? Hello, Football Productions. What is going on, everybody? Now we're cooking. 17 viewers. I think this is the first time in a while that we've ever had that many. Oh my God. And thank you for the likes, everybody. We got 4 likes already. You liked and subbed Football Productions. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. You guys, we are like, speaking of subscriptions, I am at 194 subscribers, and with the help of Football Productions, we are now at 195 subscribers, and I am so happy. I am like 5 subscribers away from having 200 subscribers. So if you just tune in and stuff, let's like, comment, and subscribe, because it means a lot to me. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers before the end of the summer, as like a way. Oh, you subbed, Kendall Hill. Thank you so much. We're trying to get to like 200 subscribers, and if we can get to that by the end of the summer, I'll be eternally grateful. So thanks for everyone who just joined in. Let me move a little bit to my right, because I feel like half of my face is thank you for the likes, everyone, too. I moved to the right because I felt like my half my face was missing. But yeah, let me catch you guys up. So like, um, yeah. So if you guys didn't know, I've been just like enjoying my summer. Doing what I normally do, and just there's a lot that I need to catch up with. Obviously the Yankees, my team, we I am going to tell my friends about you and to sub, but right away. Well, thank you for your help, Football Productions. That means a lot to me, man. So good looking out. So thank you for your help. And yeah. So but yeah, it's definitely been a while. It's just like, and I've been wanting to do lives. I guess I just, never really thought of it and stuff. But now we're here, and that's what I like to, and it's like, but Yankees have been like on and off. The Yankees, like, I feel like we definitely have been on and off, and unfortunately we've been losing a lot to the point where we plummeted to second place, and now the Toronto Blue Jays are the ones that are in first place in the AL Eastern Division. So, and we keep on getting injury after injury. I feel like a lot of our players, like, we're just like constantly, just and it's just like and we're the Yankees. Like, we're the type of baseball team where we're a winning dynasty and stuff, and we've won like won 27 World Series, and we're all about winning. So the fact that this is all happening, it's just like, it's crazy. And I just wish that would end and stuff. I wish that our losing streak would end, and I wish that we would go out there and play the best baseball that we've known to play in history. And it's just like, I feel like we're so much better than that, and it really gets it really pisses me off sometimes how, like, they're just like, because one minute we're winning and then the next minute we're losing again. And I feel like we're losing now more than we are winning. And it's just like, yeah. And, we just keep on getting injury after injury. And it's like, our pitching's not that good, because our pitching is just god darn awful, because like a lot of our best pitchers are on the IL. Like obviously Garrett Cole is out for the season for Tommy John. Luis Gil is still on the IL. Like, we don't know when he's returning. Max Fried was injured for a bit for a blister injury, but he's back, I guess. Carlos Rodon has been on and off with his pitching. Same thing with Marcus Stroman. And it's just like, even when we are winning and our pitching is good, sometimes our relief pitching can also give up a lot of runs and stuff when we have a great lead, and then all of a sudden it all changes dramatically because our relief pitching decides to suck and they want to give up runs and hits, and then it just goes downhill from there. But yeah, I know that's so annoying. Thank you, Football Productions, someone who gets my opinion. But yeah, it's just been god darn awful. Like, this summer for baseball has been like a roller coaster and stuff when it comes to winning and losing and stuff. And now my boy Aaron Judge, who's my favorite Yankee player right now on the team, like, because it's like he's my number one favorite player, and now Aaron Judge, let me pull it up. Now Aaron Judge is on the injury list because he's out on the IL now with an elbow injury. It looked like a flexor strain, which is like some form of like elbow injury, and I hope it's not gonna make him like be out for the season. Hopefully he doesn't need like no Tommy John surgery, because it's not just pitchers in baseball that get Tommy John surgery. You can be like an outfielder like Aaron Judge or any other position and need Tommy John surgery. So hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully he doesn't need that kind of stuff. So yeah. And then of course, like Aaron Judge, like it's just so unfortunate, especially knowing the season that Aaron Judge is having. Like, he's having what looks to be like another AL MVP season, and he's got great stats, like tremendously great stats, with a .342 batting average, with 37 home runs and 85 RBI, with 129 hits already in the first half of the season already. Football Production says my fave Yankees player is Aaron Judge too. Thank you. Finally, all the Aaron Judge fans are here, and it's all rise. Court's in session. We're getting ready. But yeah, it's just like, yeah. And I feel like Aaron Judge is like the one player that's actually doing tremendously well. I mean, we all know that like Paul Goldschmidt, Cody Bellinger, and all the other players that are, they've been hitting well too and all that. But some of the other players, it's like they're hot and then all of a sudden they're getting cold, like, and then they're starting to not hit that well. Yeah, it's just like, yeah. Well, Aaron Judge is only like 33 years old and he's still playing like he's young talent, you know? Like 33 years old in my opinion isn't that old. Like even though like I'm 27 years old and despite how much I'm aging a little bit, I don't think it's old at all. So, but like hopefully Aaron Judge will return. Unfortunately, the Yankees lost today 12 to. Wait, that was yesterday. Never mind. That was yesterday. Ignore what I just said. That was Aaron Judge's game yesterday. I'm talking about today. So unfortunately, the Yankees lost 9-4 against the Philadelphia Phillies. That's like our 48th loss of the season. So now our win loss record is 56-48. That's our record right now, and we're still in second place. In the AL Eastern Division, the Blue Jays being ahead of us in first place with 62 wins and 42 losses, unfortunately. But we're trying our best. Like we're trying to fight as much as we can to get back into first place, but if we don't end up getting back into first place, we're hoping that we continue to at least fight for our lives to get a wild card position, in case we don't clinch the AL Eastern Division. Hopefully, we can try our best to get a wild card spot. And it looks like we're still in the top running to getting a wild card spot. Although the Red Sox are catching up behind us. Red Sox are currently in third place with 55 wins, 50 losses. So they're creeping up behind us. So if we keep on losing and if the Red Sox keep on winning, they're going to surpass us too. And I don't want that to happen because you know us, we despise the Red Sox. Like we hate them. Like they're the main friggin' enemy. Like we don't want them to win. And it's just like we just want to watch the Red Sox suffer and have us Yankees continue to make history and win all the time because that's what we're known for. Like we've been like a winning dynasty since like 1921, and it just gets with everyone getting it. Football production says with everyone getting injured, we are going to lose so much more. I agree. Like we need all our best players back in the lineup. Like we need to get all our players back from the injury list and have everyone play tremendously great baseball. I mean, our offense is somewhat good, but I feel like the reason why we're losing is because our pitching is not good. Like we just keep on getting like loss after loss because our pitching is not good. Because like I said earlier in the live stream, all of our good pitchers are on the DL. And, all these substitutes and backups, they're not living up to the hype and they're just not, doing their job correctly. And it's just like, it makes winning more and more difficult. And, that's just how it is, you know what I'm saying? Football production says that's so true. See, football productions, you guys, gets where I'm coming from, He's got the same opinions and stuff as much as I do. So I appreciate that. Football productions, good looking out. Oh, by the way, football productions, I want to ask you something. So, are you knowing your username, your YouTube username, are you a football fan? Because I'm also a football fan. I'm not necessarily the type of person that likes football because baseball is my number one favorite sport, but I do watch football if it's on and there's nothing else better to watch. So I want to know, man, do you like football judging by your username? If you're wondering, yes, I do like football a little bit. You do like football, okay. Well, my favorite NFL football team would have to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. What's your favorite football team? Let me know in the chat as soon as you can. But yeah, that's just how it is, everybody. It's definitely been a long, slow year so far for the Yankees. It started off great, and now it's starting to slow down and be such a drag with how much we've been losing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, football production. So, what's your favorite football team? You like the New York Jets. Well, I do must say the New York Jets are a good team. You know, they're part of the New York area, so it's like, you know, obviously I like the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I think the Jets are pretty cool too to watch sometimes and stuff. You know, obviously I know that the New York Jets share the same football stadium with the New York Giants at East Rutherford, New Jersey and stuff, and you know, I know you guys share that stadium with the Giants, which I'm pretty sure you don't like the Giants, you know, since that's a rivalry for you guys. Yeah, but they always lose. Well, maybe this year will be different, football productions. Maybe they might surprise us this year. Who knows? I mean, like I just found out recently how the Pittsburgh Steelers signed Aaron Rodgers to be our starting quarterback, and I'm kind of concerned that he's gonna be the number one perpetrator of us having a losing season. Um, and hopefully that's not the case. I'm hoping that Aaron Rodgers does well for the Steelers despite his age, and also hopefully he won't be get injured, and you know, hopefully he'll stay healthy, he'll play good football, and yeah. But back to baseball though, it's like, yeah, you know, obviously I feel like it's been a slow second half for the baseball season for the Yankees. Hopefully that'll change, but knowing the road we're heading down, no promises, but I'm hoping that it'll change eventually. Let me see. You know, we already know how the American League is doing. Let's see how the National League is doing. It looks like the Mets are in first place with 60 wins and 44 losses, but it looks like the Philadelphia Phillies are creeping up behind them and catching up. So if the Mets lose and the Phillies keep on winning, the Phillies might take over first place in the National League Eastern Division. Um, and it looks like also the Los Angeles Dodgers in the National League West Division are enemies that beat us in the World Series last year in 2024. They're still good. They're like in first place with the in the National League West with 61 wins and 43 losses, which I'm hoping that the Dodgers will. I hope their luck runs out since they're the enemy in our rivalries and stuff. So I hope that changes really. Football production says, but someone stepped on Justin Fields and broke it, so he won't start for the first few games. Oh man, that sucks. Oh man, that sucks. But you know, what can you do? You can't stop. You can't go back in time and stop stuff from happening as much as we wish we could. You know, otherwise I would alter the past or something. However it works. Yeah, and like you know. But yeah, other than that, though, I've been enjoying my summer. You know, the 4th of July happened, and let me tell you, there were a lot of fireworks being set off in my neighborhood, you know, because, like I said, every year on the 4th of July, people tend to set off fireworks like crazy, and most of them being like fireworks that are illegal in my state, and they have to smuggle them in order to set them off and stuff. But it was so much fun because I had to there's like these neighbors down the road that were putting on a show practically. So I like walked down the hill and just watched them set off all these different fireworks. It was so cool. Like my summer has been pretty cool, you know, and you know, I've just been like hanging out with friends and stuff, and you know, just having a good summer, watching baseball and stuff, and if you guys haven't been wondering why I haven't been doing live streams in a while, well, let me tell you. I I've been hanging out with my best friend Sierra, who you see on my YouTube channel a lot, and I've talked about her a lot on my channel and stuff. She might show up on my YouTube live tonight. It all depends on if she sees the notification that she sees my live, because I know Sierra is one of my many subscribers on YouTube because she supports my YouTube channel. So maybe she might pop in on the chat and watch this live stream. It all depends, because let me tell you why. Because like for the past couple weeks, like I've been helping Sierra get ready, because currently right now she is on vacation, going to for a week for this summer, to go see some extended family in Indiana and Michigan and stuff. So you know, I've been helping her get ready for, the vacation, cleaning her entire apartment, and then packing multiple bags and stuff since she's going to be gone on vacation to see family in Michigan and Indiana for a whole week, all throughout this weekend, all throughout next week and stuff. Which that's what I've been doing, helping her and stuff. And we also had to clean her entire apartment because this week while Sierra's away on vacation, there's going to be people at her apartment building doing inspections, make sure her apartment is clean and up to par, and make sure that it's clean enough to pass the inspection. So I had to help Sierra with that, and it took almost this whole entire week to get it done, but we did. And I also helped her pack for vacation, and we had social last night for Focus, and we had fun. And then now she's currently on vacation. I'm pretty sure as we speak she's probably at her hotel in DuBois, Pennsylvania, since they're gonna drive halfway and then stay the night at a hotel, and then the next morning they'll drive the rest of the halfway there. So yeah, I have to go in 5 minutes because my downtime is 8:10, which means I can't go on my phone until morning. Oh, well, that's fine. Football Productions, stuff happens. I just appreciate that you got to enjoy my live stream while you could. You are a really good guy. Well, thank you, Football Productions. It really means a lot. I mean, I always like to help out all my friends and stuff. And, like, what are friends for, And, it's just the way I am. I like to help out. And I like to make sure that my friends get stuff done in time so that they can enjoy themselves and not have to worry about a darn thing, for a while. And, that's just how I was, I was always taught to give people a helping hand when they need it most. Like, I've always been there for Sierra, anyways, because it's like, we've been like best friends for 5 years now. And, I plan on continuing the friendship for the rest of our lives until we're both buried 6 feet under. And even in the afterlife, we'll still be best friends. I didn't mean to bring that up like that, but that's how I describe it. You know what I mean? And stuff like, yeah. But yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much how it's been. So, you know, um, and I also have some exciting news for you guys too, for all you Grand Slammers and stuff that are currently watching the live stream right now. So as you guys know, I've been living here at Brightwood, for about a year almost, like probably by this point a little over a year and a couple months. And I know that I've been on the waiting list for yeah, but I have to go. Goodbye. God bless and have a great day. Well, thank you, Football Productions, and have a great rest of your night, man. Stay cool and stay good out there, man. Good looking out. But yeah, I've been on the Torrington Housing Authority waiting list for a while now. Like, we started, signing myself up like about like sometime in like late summer, early fall of last year in 2024. And I've been waiting to, and I obviously signed up for different like places to live and stuff. Excuse me. And it's been a long wait, but finally I had got some good news. I will officially be moving in the next month or so, in a few weeks to about a month. I'll be moving to Michael Corey Terrace, which is an apartment complex building on East Main Street in Torrington, Connecticut, which is right by Cumberland Farms and the urgent care and stuff. And it's a low income place to live, which is perfect for me, knowing my budget and stuff. And I'll be living there now, and I'll have an apartment all to myself and stuff like that. And Michael Corey was like my number 2 list, because I originally wanted to live at Willow Gardens, which is actually right up the hill from Riverfront, where my best friend Sierra lives, and I wanted to live there. Like, Willow Gardens was my first choice, Michael Corey was my second choice, and then a couple other places. But, the good news is that I'll be living at Michael Corey Terrace. I mean, it's a little bit of a walk to go down East Main Street, and then all the way to like Franklin Street, which is the street that Riverfront, the apartment building that Sierra lives at, is. It's a bit of a walk, but it's not that much of a walk. And plus, I like walking anyways and stuff. Since I've been trying to exercise a lot lately. Bleh, I'm starting. Can't speak tonight. Since I've been on a weight loss journey, which, by the way, you guys, I went from being 321 pounds at my heaviest to being 281 pounds. So I lost 40 pounds. So that's 40 pounds off my body. So W for that. That's just how it's been. But yeah, I'm so happy, needless to say, to be moving into Michael Corey. But however though, I'm gonna have a lot of packing to do. I'm gonna have to get a lot of stuff that I need for my new apartment and stuff. It's gonna be a busy, long few weeks preparing for the move. But at least I got all my friends and family by my side to help me with the move, and I know you guys are here to support me, like, since you guys have always been there for me, for when I talk about good stuff, throughout my channel and stuff. And you guys have always been there for me through good times and bad. Like, you guys have been the most loyal Grand Slammers, and I just appreciate that a lot. And, so I'm just so happy to be living at Michael Corey Terrace soon. And, the good thing, too, about it is that a couple of my friends live at Michael Corey Terrace, so I'll get to see some of my friends, like Eric and stuff. Eric doesn't even know that I'm going to be moving into Michael Corey, and he wanted me to move to Michael Corey, and he's going to get what he wanted. So, and I'm happy about that too. The only concern that I have is that there's someone that I used to be friends with that's kind of in a nuisance, and he's been burning a lot of bridges and stuff and all that. But I'll just, I'll keep my eyes peeled and make sure. But, if that person does come and in my path, when I start moving up Michael Corey, I'm just gonna do what any other normal human being would do and just not acknowledge him and stuff, especially, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much how it is. That's the good news that I wanted to tell you guys. It's actually one of the big main reasons why I wanted to do this live stream, was to tell all y'all about the good news about my future move that's going to be happening in the next few weeks to a month. So pretty soon I won't be living at Brightwood anymore. You're gonna start to see, like, if I do live streams at my new apartment in my apartment at Michael Corey, which I know for sure I will, because I like posting YouTube content on a daily basis and stuff. You're gonna see a new, different background. You're gonna see a whole new environment when I start doing live streams when I live at my apartment at Michael Corey. You're gonna see a totally different atmosphere, and it's gonna be cool. And I can't wait to show you guys when I do move to Michael Corey. Like, once the move is all set and complete, I can't wait to show you guys. I can't wait for the move. I can't wait to finally be independent and have an apartment all to myself. So I can't wait to show you guys in the future when that happens. So, and I'll make sure to keep you guys posted. I'll probably post videos and stuff of my daily life, and keep you guys posted on the channel and stuff, so you guys are well aware of the move, and you'll know about all the stuff that's happening in my life when you see it on my channel. And I can't wait to show you guys. So yeah, I'm just curious right now. I know that the Yankees lost today against Philly, but I kind of want to see if there's any other current MLB games going on right now. I'm going to type in MLB scores because I'm on Google searching this and stuff, uh, and it looks like, so there's quite a few games going on. Let's see here. Let's see here. The Blue Jays are currently beating the Tigers 2-0. So the Blue Jays are probably going to get yet another win, which means they'll still be in first place. That's kind of not what I wanted, but whatever. I hope maybe the Tigers will hopefully catch up and beat them, so that we're not continuing this be far behind. And then the Rays are beating the Cincinnati Reds 1-0. Pittsburgh Pirates are beating the Diamondbacks 2-0. Texas Rangers are beating the Braves 4-2. Colorado Rockies Orioles are beating the Colorado Rockies 6-0. The Washington Nationals are beating the Twins 2-0. Uh, Cubs and White Sox are still tied 0-0 in the top of the fifth, and and eh, oh my God, there's so many games. I don't know if I can list them all off, but baseball is baseball. So and honestly, I would tell you the rest of the scores for all the other games that are going on throughout the MLB franchise, but it's kind of boring knowing that it's not the New York Yankees, and there won't be another Yankees game on until tomorrow. Which, by the way, if you guys are wondering, I can tell you who's going to be. So, obviously, the next game for the Yankees will probably be tomorrow, I can only imagine. Yes. Tomorrow the Yankees will play at 1:35 p.m. at Yankee Stadium, so that's what it's looking like for the Yankees. So there won't be another game till tomorrow, unfortunately. But and if you guys are wondering who will be pitching for the Yankees for that game tomorrow, I can go check on my Amazon and tell you guys exactly who's going to be pitching, in case you're wondering, because I know that our pitching sucks, and you guys are probably curious if it's a good pitcher tomorrow, and hopefully it is, so that our chances of winning tomorrow are greater than they have been. So yeah. Alexa, who's pitching for the Yankees tomorrow?
The starting pitcher for the New York Yankees has not yet been announced.
Okay.
Carlos Rodon is expected to start on the mound.
Okay, you guys. So it's looking like Carlos Rodon, who's one of our few starting pitchers who hasn't been on the injury list at all this year, who's actually been doing okay but could do better. He's pitching tomorrow. So let's hope that we get a W, and let's hope we get a win tomorrow, and hopefully we can a big turnaround that way, because if we really want to go to the playoffs, if we want to get back in first place, or even for that matter get like a wild card spot, we're gonna have to win. We're gonna have to keep on winning and winning consistently, and we're gonna have to keep on winning, and then there's no looking back. We gotta win every game like it's our last, and we gotta play like it's September already. I know that September is not for another couple months, but we gotta win. This is how it's gonna have to be. We gotta make sure that we're back on our A game, so that we can get back in first place. Or if we can't get that mission to be completed, then we're gonna have to win as much as possible, so we can possibly get a wild card spot. That's just how it is. Oh, but I am excited though for football season, too. I know, like I said, I don't really watch much football because baseball is my number one favorite sport, but I do watch football if it's like on and there's something else better to watch, because sometimes I know that how I like whenever I'm at my uncle's house for like holidays and stuff, I watch football on the TV inside his man cave, which is downstairs. Which, by the way, you guys, I'll be going on vacation, on a little mini vacation next Friday from August 1st to Sunday, August 3rd, going to my uncle's house. I'm going to be visiting my uncle and his girlfriend, Dawn, and then our golden retriever, Athena. I'm going to be going to their house for the weekend on next Friday from August 1st. Friday to Sunday, August 3rd. So even though it's not like a week's worth vacation like my best friend Sierra, it's kind of like a little mini vacation. So I'll be going away from Torrington for a while for the weekend and stuff next weekend. So I'm looking forward to that, especially since it's been like about a couple months since I last saw my Uncle Russell and Dawn and stuff, because it's been a while. Last time I saw them was when I went to spend the weekend at their place celebrating my birthday. And if you guys have checked on my social media, you guys saw that I had a pretty good 27th birthday. I went to the casino. My uncle practically won $1,000 off of slot machine and stuff, and we had fun. And of course, we also went to Cheesecake Factory. And then my cousin Aaron and his girlfriend Stephanie came over too, and we had cake and stuff, and had a little gifts and stuff, and it was fun. And the cool thing about that too is that because Uncle Russell had got like a PlayStation 5 earlier this year, he decided to give me his Xbox One X, and now I have an Xbox which is actually in the living room. It's not in my bedroom, but it is in the living room where the other TV is, and I like to play, you know, a lot of video games on it. I play like Fall Guys mainly and stuff like that. Which, by the way, you guys, I actually won a round in Fall Guys. Like I got first place, like, and I won the crown in a match today, and I did really well. I'm surprised I actually won. I can't believe I did that because usually when it's the thing where you grab the crown, usually I'm late to it, but this time I actually was the first to grab it and I won, and I'm so happy. That's a first. That's probably, and I don't usually win matches in Fall Guys that often. I'm really good at Fall Guys, but I'm not like a professional where I win every single time. I'm not like one of those Fall Guys players. I don't really play that video games that often anyways, because I'm not like a hardcore video gamer like my friend Eric, so to say. But, I do play video games every now and then, because it's just what I do. And yeah, that's pretty much how it is. And yeah, so it's like, what was I gonna talk about too? Oh yeah, I might pack my swimsuit when I do go to Uncle Russell's because we might take Athena to the lake. And if you don't know who Athena is my Uncle Russell and his girlfriend Dawn's golden retriever. We've had Athena since last year in May and stuff. Because our other golden retriever Aubrey got put down in January of 2024 because she had some heart. No, not heart issues. She just was old and had multiple different kinds of health issues. Because you know how golden retrievers can be when they get older, they develop a lot of health issues, and they don't, and that's just how it is. But luckily, Aubrey lived a long life. She was 12 years old and stuff. So, which is the oldest on average that a golden retriever can live. And we're just so thankful to have Athena. Like, Athena is now 2 years old now, and she's still the most energetic and playful and friendliest golden retriever ever. Like, I can't wait to see her next weekend because every time I come home to visit, she's always jumping on and off the couch, running around in circles because she's happy to have someone to play with and stuff, like me, because I'm really good with animals anyways, especially dogs, because I've been a part of a dog family all my life. We've had nothing but dogs. I mean, I like cats too, but I'm more of a dog person if anything. And I love cats though just as much, because like cats are cute too and stuff as long as they're friendly and you pick the right one and stuff. Like there's actually a cat cafe um in the same area that Sierra's apartment building Riverfront is, and sometimes Sierra and I like to go to the cat cafe and see what cats are up for adoption there and stuff. There was a time where Sierra and I also actually got to play with the cats, and it was a lot of fun. And we also got some coffee since it is a cat cafe, so it's like they got coffee and a bunch of other, stuff and pastries and stuff. Like, you know, um, they got, because they got really good iced coffee, but not, in my opinion, the best place to get iced coffee here in downtown Torrington is Crumbs, which is also in the same area where Sierra lives. And, they just have tremendously great coffee. And I remember one time, like, they got some good food there too. Like, they got this really good bee sting sandwich, which was kind of like a breakfast sandwich and stuff and it's so good, like egg, cheese, cream cheese, and jalapeno, and a bunch of stuff. And they also got really good lemonade too. Like they got this blue raspberry lemonade, and if it's a really hot day, and I remember going there on a really hot day when it was like a heat wave and it was like 90 plus degrees. I remember I got a blue raspberry lemonade, and it was so refreshing, and it made my day a lot easier to getting through the heat wave and stuff because in Connecticut it does have a history of having like really hot summer days and heat waves. It hasn't been that way today because it's been like decently good, tolerable weather today. Like, it's been mostly sunny most of the day, but it is looking like it's starting to get cloudy out now as it's getting darker, and it might look like it might rain tonight, and I mean, that is to be expected though, because I know that, like, you know it was to be expected, anyways. I mean, because Sierra did tell me that when she was driving through New York State and Pennsylvania, that it was raining a couple times, and that they passed by a couple of rain showers, maybe even a thunderstorm. I'm not sure, because she didn't really say if it was like thunder and lightning, just said that it was raining. But I guess the rain that was there in New York State and Pennsylvania is coming our way here in Connecticut, so it might rain tonight, and I guess it might thunderstorm. I don't know. Depends on what kind of mood Mother Nature is in. We don't know, because Connecticut, it's really interesting. Like, 1 minute it's nice weather, and then the next minute it's thunderstorming and stuff, and then it goes back to being nice. It's just interesting, in a really odd way. And it's like, I feel like Mother Nature, it's kind of like what my roommate says. It's like Mother Nature is practically on her period or has bipolar, one of the two, and then it's just like the weather's just on and off. But we won't know for another hour or two, and it's like, yeah. And I can't believe this, you guys, but we've been doing this live stream for already almost a whole hour. We've been doing a live stream for about a good almost 41 minutes. Oh my god. I guess time flies when you're having fun and you're talking and you're just telling people what's going on and stuff. That's crazy. So yeah, that's just crazy. I'm not really sure how much longer I'll do this live stream for. I'm thinking once I reach the 1 hour mark, I might, head off and stuff, mainly because there was a lot of viewers on my live stream, but it looks like it's starting to get quiet and less viewers. Currently there's 0 viewers, but maybe that might change again. I don't know. Like when we first started the live stream, like the viewer count was booming like crazy. So, like I said, maybe that might change. I want to check to see how the live is actually going right now. Okay. So yeah, but I really appreciate those who have watched my live stream tonight, and it's just, I really appreciate those who have watch my live streams from start to finish. It really does mean a lot, you guys. And oh my god, you guys, we currently have 199 subscribers currently on my YouTube channel. So we are one away, you guys, from getting 200 subscribers. So we almost have reached the 200 subscriber mark, and I am so happy that we are one away. So hopefully sometime in the next few days we'll get 200 subscribers, and if we do get to that eventually soon, I will try my very best to do like a special 200 subscriber live stream special, and I plan to do that once that happens. And I know sometimes I've had a history of like making promises that I don't keep and stuff, and but I promise you, once we do reach the 200 subscriber mark, I will probably do a live stream special to mark that milestone on YouTube, and I'll probably also do a YouTube short as well, kind of like when I got 100 subscribers on YouTube, and I did that YouTube short where I took a Mountain Dew, 1.25 liter of Mountain Dew, and like shook it up and then let it spill everywhere. I might do that again for my 200 subscriber YouTube short. So yeah, let's make it happen, you guys. Let's hope that someone out there will be the 200 subscriber, and hopefully that all our milestone wish will come true. So let's hope that happens. I pray to God that it does. I can only imagine it'll eventually happen. It's definitely bound to happen, since it doesn't really take much, and I'm just so happy about it. I'm so happy, and I've been making YouTube videos for a while now. Like, I can tell you guys when my first ever YouTube video was. Like, it was, I've been making a lot of YouTube videos. Like, it's kind of, I have so many videos on my channel and stuff. It's like, makes it hard to count and stuff. Jeez. All these videos, it's so cool. Yeah, it's like so interesting. Oh my god, I don't remember doing this many videos, but then again, yeah, so if you guys don't know, my first YouTube channel, or no, my first YouTube video for that matter, came out almost 2 years ago, when I made my YouTube debut, um, um, when I did like, my little YouTube show segment called Cam's Pinstripe Show, and the first episode I ever did for that came out September 25th, 2023, which is when I used to live at Washington House, which is also in Torrington. And like, yeah, and that's pretty much how it happened. Like, that was the first ever YouTube video I ever made. And if you don't believe me, I can show you guys too. Um, like this is my first ever YouTube video, and it was almost 2 years ago on September 25th, 2023. I know it's crazy how time flies when you're constantly making content and stuff. Like, and it says here that on my channel, I have in total have made 393 videos on my channel, which is a lot, and stuff. But then again, I love making content. It's what I like to do, in my free time and stuff. And, it's kind of like a career that I've really enjoyed developing and stuff, and I hope one day I become YouTube famous, and hopefully I'll be just as popular as all my favorite other YouTubers who I influence, like Dashie or Shane Dawson. I want to get on their level one day, and I hope that happens one day, um yeah, so oh, and you guys, I know that I did want to tell you a funny story, because I know that like there was a point in time, I know that I was talking about my best friend Sierra and stuff. There was a time where we did almost started dating, and we did date for a couple days, but then we decided that we just wanted to be best friends and stuff, because we felt like we were better off being best friends. And it's just like, we didn't want to like ruin all the good stuff that we had as best friends. So we dated for a couple days, me and Sierra, but then we decided that it wasn't right for us. We decided to continue to be best friends. Like, Sierra and I have loved each other as best friends for a long time, for 5 years now. So, and like I said, I plan on keeping it that way for the rest of our lives, because best friends stick together till the very end of their lives. That's how it always is, and I plan on keeping it that way. Yeah. But yeah. And you guys, I thought I'd tell you too that in case you didn't know too, I also, if you guys have been wondering too, you know, what I've also been doing. I know I was talking about the Yankees earlier, but I thought I'd tell you guys a little bit about a book that I started reading about like a month or two ago. It's this book about the 1998 New York Yankees, which, if you don't know, the 1998 New York Yankees are were known as the number one most historical Yankees roster in history, and they won the World Series in 1998. And if you guys didn't know, 1998 was the year I was born, so the Yankees won the World Series during the first year that I was born and stuff. And they, with 114 wins and 48 losses, and they were tremendous in the playoffs and swept the San Diego Padres in 4 games in the 1998 World Series. So this is like my birth team for the Yankees, and they were historical and stuff. And I'm actually literally almost done with the book, you guys. Like, I'm currently right now about to start chapter 9, which is the next chapter is called Chapter 9, Just Keep Winning 125 Times. And I'm already on chapter 9. This is actually a good book, and as you can see, I actually have a pretty cool bookmark too that my best friend Sierra made for me. It says New York Yankees, and I can't believe I'm already on chapter 9, like, because I've been reading this book nonstop, and it's a good read. I feel like all the books that I have in my personal library are good reads. I've read a lot of books, because I feel like that's why I'm smart and I know so much, because reading can make you smarter and your vocabulary can extend and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much how that's been. and I'm literally almost done with this book. I got this at Barnes and Noble, and I'm glad I did because it's a good book. So hopefully I finish that soon in the future. Um, and yeah, and oh, but yeah, you guys may not see this in my bedroom, but you do. But I do have a lot of Yankee stuff decorated in my bedroom and stuff. My bedroom is pretty cool, even though pretty soon I'm gonna have to start packing in the future. Since I'll be moving to Michael Corey very soon and stuff. As I said in the live earlier and stuff. Oh, by the way, you guys, I thought I'd show you guys, but you can't. In the background, Sierra gave me one of her artwork drawings that she did of Meredith Grey. If you've ever watched the show Grey's Anatomy, which is like a medical drama TV series, but it's a really entertaining show. Actually, Grey's Anatomy used to be my mom's favorite TV show growing up. When she was alive still, and my mom would watch Grey's Anatomy whenever she could, when she recorded it on a DVR on her TV, and she would go home from work after working, because my mom was actually worked in the medical field too, in real life, because my mom was like a registered travel nurse, and my mom's favorite show was Grey's Anatomy, which is like a medical TV drama TV series. If you know what that is, if you've watched Grey's Anatomy, you'll know what I'm talking about. Well, needless to say, because Sierra appreciated all the help that I did this week, helping her get ready for vacation, she was nice enough to let me have her Meredith Grey Grey's Anatomy artwork, and I took it home with me, as you can see, and I have it on my wall, posted on my wall. I taped it with some masking tape, and I know it kind of looks ghetto and ugly looking, but that's the only way I could put it up on my wall, and I just don't want to rip the paint and then my landlord gets mad at me and then I'll have to pay damages and stuff. But yeah, needless to say, that's how it is. Even though I already posted it on my wall, it's probably not going to last long, since like I said, I'm going to have to move out soon, whenever that is, depending on how fast the moving process is and how we get a lot of stuff done out the way and prepare for my new apartment and move and stuff, which, like I said, I'll keep you guys posted for certain. Yeah, definitely not going to leave you guys hanging, I promise you. I want to check to see how much battery my phone is at currently, since I've been doing a live stream for a while now. Oh wow, hold on, bear with me. My phone can be 88%, and we've been live streaming for a while, and my phone still has plenty of battery at 88%, which is surprising. But then again, I have a pretty good phone and stuff, so I can't complain and stuff. Although I really do want an iPhone, you guys. Like, I hope one day I get an iPhone. And you guys can't tell, but my the screen on my phone is so messed up. It's got so much cracks and stuff. But luckily I have a screen protector on, so my phone is still working just fine. And, but I do kind of hope to get an iPhone in the future. Don't know when that'll happen, because I haven't asked my conservator. I keep on meaning to ask my conservator if there's any way she can get me an iPhone and stuff. Because obviously I know that earlier this year, like in the springtime, my best friend Sierra got a brand new iPhone 14 and stuff, and she's enjoying her new iPhone, because before she had an iPhone 11, now she has an iPhone 14, and I kind of want to get an iPhone myself in the future, like the newest iPhone, because I've always wanted an iPhone. Matter of fact, you guys, I remember one time specifically when my grandma, like back in 2007 when the first iPhone came out, I remember me and my mom going to my grandma's house, my grandparents' house, and grandma showing my mom her new iPhone at the time, which was the first generation, and it was much smaller, didn't have as much features as the current one does today. And, I remember grandma showing my mom her new iPhone at the time, and, it was like the latest and greatest thing. It was like the first ever smartphone that Apple had ever made, and, the rest is history. So, yeah. And now, everyone in my family has an iPhone, and all my friends have iPhones. Like my best friend Sierra has an iPhone, my other friend Danny has an iPhone. A lot of people have them. And hopefully one day I'll get one of my own, whether it's paid for in full by my conservator, or maybe I might get one for Christmas or my birthday next year. I don't know. We'll find out, and hopefully I get one in the future. You know, I'm actually curious. I'm actually just curious to. I'm actually kind of curious to even know how much an iPhone even is. I'm just so curious to know how much an iPhone is. Like, I want to know how expensive is the iPhone 16. So apparently the Apple iPhone that I want, which is an Apple iPhone 16, which wow, it's kind of what? That can't be right. It's saying that it's $0. Well, that's probably just because hold on. Oh my god. No, we know how much it is now. Apparently an iPhone 16, I kind of want to get it in pink. And let me show you guys, I know that the iPhone 16, the one that I'm showing you on the screen on the live right now, it says that it's like in the color pink, but to me it looks more like rose gold, and I feel like I kind of want to take a screenshot of it and show my best friend Sierra, but I know she's probably at the hotel right now. She's probably tired and stuff after long traveling and stuff, and she's probably sleeping now for the night or having dinner with family wherever she's at. I don't know, but I kind of want to get that Apple iPhone because like it's kind of like a rose gold like color, and I kind of want to get that. But the only problem is that it's like $799, like almost $1,000 for just an iPhone like that, and it's crazy. I mean, but then again, Apple has had a history of running it up with making their phones almost be $1,000, and Apple has been known to be greedy with their pricing for their phones and stuff. And pretty soon, you guys, they're already in the works of releasing the Apple iPhone 17. Like they're already doing that, and it's crazy, you guys. Like the Apple iPhone 17 is expected to start around $799. I don't even know when it's coming out though. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it looks like there's an article that's going to tell you when the iPhone 17 is coming out. So I guess what we know so far from what it says. Wait, when is it coming out though? Oh, jeez. I don't know. Looking ahead to the fall of 2025, the Apple. Oh, so it's probably going to come out later this year in the fall, which is not going to be for a few months. But, I'm just going to. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Smartphones like that nowadays are so expensive because Apple can be greedy. I feel like, Apple has gone downhill since Steve Jobs passed away, and the new CEO of Apple has been making Apple not as fun anymore and stuff, and making things expensive as all hell. And yeah, that's why my conservator hasn't considered giving me an iPhone, because she thinks that like it's too expensive, and she's like, well, if your current phone is already working, then you should be fine with what you got now. And I guess I agree, but at the same time I really do want an iPhone really bad, but I can't really force things and stuff, but whatever. But yeah, it's just how it is, I guess. My phone works fine. My current phone works fine anyways, because obviously I'm doing this live stream no problem on the live. But yeah, and as long if it ain't broke, then don't try and fix it. That's what they always say. You know, and oh, and I thought I'd talk about one more topic on this live stream before I officially end the live stream. There's been a lot of songs coming out this summer that I really like. Like Twice came out with a new album called This Is For, and they're on tour. And then the my favorite K-pop girl group, Blackpink, came out with a song recently called Jump, and they're on tour right now doing a concert world tour. And, sadly, I'm kind of sad to say that the closest concert, Blackpink concert, is in New York, and I live in Connecticut, and New York, where their concert is in New York City, it's really far away, and I won't be able to go to that concert. I've always wanted to go to my first ever K-pop concert. That's on my bucket list, I know I went to New York City to go to my first ever Yankees game at Yankee Stadium 2 years ago around my 25th birthday, which was the best birthday of my life and was also the best time of my life when I went, and they won against the Athletics 11-4. I think that's what the score was. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm gonna have to look on YouTube on one of the videos in the future, so I can get my facts straight. But but Blackpink is expected to come out with an album in the next couple months or so, because Lisa from Blackpink did say that there is going to be an album expected in the later on this year. And obviously they're on tour right now, and they just came out with their single Jump, and I can actually tell you the music video for Jump actually is already, it has I'm kind of curious how many views their music video for Jump has. I want to know. Hold on. Oh my God! Already 103 million views on YouTube, and it got released only 2 weeks ago. So yeah, that's crazy. I'm actually curious. How many subscribers Blackpink has. 98.1 million subscribers. That's more than PewDiePie probably at that point, or even Mr. Beast. I don't know. I wonder how many views Mr. Beast has anyways. I lied. No, I lied. Mr. Beast has way more YouTube subscribers than Blackpink does. Apparently Mr. Beast has 416 million subscribers. That would take me the rest of my life to get to that many subscribers, but hopefully one day I'll be YouTube famous to that degree, but I doubt it, because it's probably, I only got 199 subscribers under my belt, and hopefully we get to 200, so just get one more sub, and we'll be to 200 subscribers, which I look forward to that. And if I do get 200 subscribers, I plan on doing 200 sub live stream special, and I also will probably do a YouTube short, popping open another bottle of Mountain Dew and letting it fly. So yeah, but I'm kind of running out of topics now to talk about on this live stream, and I kind of want to spend the rest of my night just doing some stuff. I kind of want to play some games and listen to music, which is what I did a few hours ago before I started this live stream. But I thank you all for watching this live stream. Thank you all for watching this video. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It means a lot when you do. I really love how you guys have been there for me since day one. We're almost at 200 subs, so let's make it happen. Thank you for watching this live stream. I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening, or however the rest of your day, depending on the time zone you live in and stuff. And yeah, so hope you guys have a great rest of your night or day, and have a great summer day or night. And I will see you Grand Slammers another time. Bye. Peace out.